Hey everybody, welcome to a 0-hour vlog right here on Superlative Radio. As you can see, got a fancy new mic thingy. Well, I don't know what the hell they are, but whatever, I got one. And I'm happy about it. Um, just wanted to say a few things about the about Superlative Radio before I talk a little bit about my vlog. We've got a brand new website up. Please check it out, superlativeradio.com. On the website, you can go to our along the top, and you'll see everything like our contact us, all of our shows. Everything is all there. It's really easy to navigate. It's easy on the eyes. It's attractive. It's almost as good looking as me. Then actually, you can also check out the fact that my new show is coming in the fall. And my new show is going to be, has come about today, is going to be complete. It's going to be a complete video show. So just able to access it on our webpage, or on YouTube, whatever. And so it's going to be it's going to be a great show. I still haven't quite figured out what we're going to call it, but that'll come in time. And but it will be an all video. It's going to be kind of like a talk show. Where we're going to be sitting and talking about, what's new in sci-fi and fantasy and stuff like that for the week. So, don't hesitate to check it out. Keep tuned to Superlative Radio where you'll find all that information out. Also, you're going to get to see our new studio because we've got a new studio thing going on and it's pretty cool. So we're coming along slowly but surely. That said, as you can see, I'm out here on the beach being eaten alive by fucking bugs because this is what Dylan wanted to do, the dickhead. And so anyway, yeah, we're out here in Lorneville, which is just outside of St. John, New Brunswick, for those of you that are listening from outside of the city. And I'm not sure exactly how much of you can see, but we're in like a little cove. And out that way goes out and around to the Bay of Fundy, which exits out into the Atlantic Ocean. And as you can see right now, the tide is out, as you can tell by the seaweed, the rocks, and all the muck in the background. You can see of course, the beach boat over there. When the tide comes in, there would be water right where we're standing. In fact, probably another 20 feet back from where we are, it would go up. There's a lot of water that comes in here. And if you've never been down to the maritime provinces in New Brunswick, especially, or, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, they are some beautiful areas to just come and see. In fact, actually, I was speaking with some Americans today who were just kind of on their way back to Oregon. They had come down through and they spent 3 weeks in Newfoundland. They went down through Prince Edward Island and through Nova Scotia and back up through New Brunswick, and they were heading back to Oregon, which is quite the drive. They were all part of an RV tour. There was a whole bunch of them. And so it was quite nice to talk to some friendly Americans that were up here visiting and checking out the sites as it were. And I mean, if you don't live near the water, people who do will tell you there's nothing like it. No, there's nothing like living on the water. The smell of the ocean is not like if you have a river nearby or a lake or whatever, it's not the same thing. The smell of the ocean, the salt water, when you inhale it, you can breathe it. And I'll never forget, I lived in Ontario for 2 years. And while I was up there, I remember when I came home for a visit after my first year away, and I come home, and as you're coming closer and closer to the ocean, and you roll down the window of the car, you can smell the salt water in the air, and it is a smell unlike anything. It is a beautiful smell. It's just something that when you smell it, you'll be like, wow, that really is something different. And anybody who lives anywhere on a coastal area will tell you the same thing. I'm sure that, anybody who lives down the East Coast, the West Coast, they'll all tell you the same thing. There's nothing like the smell of the ocean. It's a beautiful, beautiful smell, and you get to see some wonderful things. Like we were, when Dylan was filming one of his earlier, I'm not sure if you can quite see it, but you may be able to see it from the shot. There's a wharf way over there. That's where we were for one of Dylan's. And while we were there, you could actually see a little further along the beach, there were some seals. You didn't see them? No, there were some seals. I'm talking to Dylan. He's behind the camera. But yeah, no, there were some seals along the beach, and they were playing along. And it was quite, there's just stuff like that you see that you don't get to see anywhere else. And it's it's quite interesting. And of course, looking down in along all the muck, there was there was bird tracks from some fairly large birds that come down and they fish in the water and have a great time. But if you've never been down, I highly recommend you come check out the Maritime Provinces. It's a beautiful area. It's where Superlative Radio calls home, and we would love to hear if you've ever visited here. Send us an email, info@superlativeradio.com. Let us know. All right. Anyway, that brings us to the end of the vlog. I will tell you, please check out our other shows and our other vlogs. And don't forget that I've got that new show coming in the fall, so check it out. This is The Saw for 0 Hour right here on Superlative Radio. Thanks for listening.